Hiya! In this podcast, I'll be talking a little bit about the origins of classification. Scientists around the world all speak different languages. Scientists from China might speak Cantonese, scientists from Japan might speak Japanese, and so on. In order for all scientists to be able to understand each other, we'd like to have a common language, a scientific language. You've probably come across scientific language in everyday life, things like names of elements on the periodic table like oxygen and carbon. In biology, we use scientific language to name organisms. For example, in English, the word for cat is, well, cat, but in Zimbabwe, the word for cat is kitsi. So, if an English-speaking person and a person from Zimbabwe got together and wanted to talk about cats, they would need a common language. This is where that scientific language comes in. If a scientist wants to say cat to any scientist around the world, they don't have to pull out a translator, they can just use the scientific name Felis catus. But where'd this name come from? Well, in the 1700s, this guy called Carl Linnaeus figured, hey, we need a way to make the names of organisms standard around the world. So he started grouping organisms up, then making subgroups, and making subgroups of those subgroups until eventually every organism had a single group that it belonged to. Each group was given a Latin name that gave a clue as to why it was grouped that way. Back to our example, Felis catus, you can kind of guess what the groups are. Felis means feline, so things like lions and tigers and cats. And the subgroup catus just means cat.